Shares in BRP, the maker of recreational vehicles, adult toys, up today. The company manufactures jet skis, all-terrain vehicles, you name it. It posted revenue and profit in its latest quarter that topped estimates. However, profit was way down from a year ago. The company says demand remains soft, but there are signs that revenue, which has dropped for 7 straight quarters, may be stabilizing. We're joined by Martin Landry, Managing Director of Equity Research at Stifel Nicolaus Canada. Martin, great to see you. Thanks very much for coming on the show.
Good morning, Andrew. Thanks for having me.
You have a hold on the stock, but you say it looks like this sales decline may be leveling out.
Yeah, it's been a difficult year. It's been a difficult 18 months for the company. The sales, the industry has been, the demand has been soft. And what BRP did is they've reduced their inventory ahead of some of their competitors, and that was to protect their brand value. But what has happened as well is that with some of the competitors discounting heavily their older year models, it resulted in BRP having some higher price models versus their competitors. So the company has been losing a little bit of market share recently. And, that could be stabilizing, as you mentioned.
Obviously, there was a boom in these products during COVID because people couldn't travel abroad. Are we still dealing with a hangover from that? A lot of people have these vehicles and they just don't need a new one right now?
I don't think we're dealing with the COVID overhang anymore. What is causing a little bit of uncertainty right now is that inflation has not abated to the extent people expected. Interest rates are still, somewhat elevated. And the tariff war has created a bit of uncertainty. So all that together combined has created, a little bit of a slowdown in demand. As you mentioned, sales for BRP have been down for the last 7 quarters, but now the company is talking about Q2, and Q2 could see sales being flat. And if that's the case, then that's kind of the first, bright outlook for the company in a long while.
The CEO, Jose Boisjoli, is going to retire, and you say he's done a pretty good job. The company was spun off from Bombardier in 2003, but under him, the company trebled revenue and grew its market share 3-fold.
Yeah, Mr. Boisjoli is an exceptional CEO, probably one of my preferred in all my coverage universe. He's created a lot of value for shareholders. The shares of BRP were, above $100 a year ago, so it's 4 times the level of the IPO and back in 2013. So, he's established a phenomenal culture internally. He's going to be missed, and he leaves big shoes to fill. But the company's got a pretty solid bench strength internally, and they are also going to expand the search externally. But we think they have the people in place to replace him.
What about the transition to electric vehicles, electric ATVs and Sea-Doos and things like that? I think I saw one headline that it's been a bit rocky. Some customers aren't happy with the first of the electric products.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but look, electrics it's safe to say that as with cars, the demand for electric power sports vehicle has not been what everyone expected maybe 5-7 years ago. Having said that, the company has been launching its electric motorcycles earlier this year. And that is part of product innovation that should contribute to the growth of the company in the coming years. But essentially, I would say more than 95% of the company's revenues are still gas powered.
And tell us about the demographics. Who buys these things? Is it mostly men? I'm assuming men like things that go fast and make a lot of noise.
There are a lot of new entrants in the industry, and that's what we saw during COVID. There was a lot of new entrants, and the company talked about 20% of the buyers were new entrants into the industry this quarter. They did say that premium products are selling really well currently. It's the lower end or entry level products that are probably a little softer in terms of customer demand. They're saying that some people that need financing, those products are not selling as fast. So that's kind of where the weakness has been in the last little while, and hopefully that turns. During the earnings call, the company talked about H2 potentially, having some double-digit sales growth, and I think that's what's getting people excited today. You're seeing the stock being up double digits. I think people have been waiting for the industry to turn, waiting for the company to get back to earnings growth, EBITDA margin expansion, sales growth, and I think we're getting a glimpse of that, and I think that's why people are excited this morning.
Martin, thank you very much indeed.
Pleasure.
Martin Landry of Stifel.